So in a recent video on the channel, I checked out the Jack's Revenge, where it was critting for over 3 million damage in some cases, and that inspired me through a comment that I got on Twitch, link down below, I do record these on stream, to try this out in the Storm King fight. We're going to be running the exact same build from that video, so if you haven't seen it, I'll do a quick view over right quick. We got Beetle Jess in the lead, doing lots of crit damage, totally rocking out just so we can up the crit chance, battle beaten wafers just to get those active. I'm going to have to get lucky to get wafers in the beginning of the Storm King fight. Hip shot for some extra damage, Calamity and support for some extra damage. You don't always get to see her getting used. She only buffs pistols and it's only the first 6 shots, but we only have 1 shot, so it's perfect. And then locked and reloaded just to help do a little bit extra damage. I doubt that'll be perfectly necessary. I kind of want to put Survivalist in here because the Storm King fight is lethal, but I also don't think I'm going to be getting that many kills, so I'm just going to try my best to stay alive. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, we're running a Jack's Revenge with double crit damage, and I unfavorited it, so I'm going to have to go find it. All right, after about 45 minutes of searching, don't look at my timer, I promise you it's 45 minutes, we're going to switch that to physical because it is the Storm King fight, and this thing should be hitting like a truck. We were barely getting 3 million damage in the craziest of cases in the normal game. And with an extra 24% damage versus physical targets, I don't know, 2.5 million, 2 million? We're mainly going to be using this against the crystals, and maybe we'll have some fun against the mini bosses. So I'm not saying this is a practical build from MSK, but I mean, let's try it out anyway. Hey, check out this chart I forgot I made. Apparently this was in my Storm King guide video. I don't actually watch my guide video all that often, but kind of convenient for finding all the metal in the room. Oh, and now I get to put my expert knowledge to the I should probably not be starting with the hardest to break metal object, but it's fine. I'll have time for everything. Just one hit everything there. This one's a couple extra. There we go. 7, off to a good start. I'm not gonna be able to reach that conveniently, and I want to double check. See, I don't run MSK that often. I'm not one of those sweaty nerds that runs wafers. But, you know, considering I'm running totally rocking out, I'm going to need it. I'm going to stop at 11. That should be plenty. Let's see here. Let's see. Got my physical copy ready to go. Just waiting for a crystal to be available. Should be after he throws this. So I'm just going to dash out of the way right now.
I got no
and then
wafers.
the crystal should be available right here. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Nice and easy. Pretty good damage. 1.1 million. Okay. All right. And that's it. Jack's Revenge. Doing pretty well. I'm actually finding, same as last game where, if you guys didn't see my recent Jack's Revenge video, I was marveling at the fact that having phase shift is kind of a major upgrade. I kind of a big fan of being able to dash around and get to safety in different areas pretty quickly. All right, we got another crystal. He's gonna be, there we go, rotating to me. Oh no, there we go, there we go. I don't want to get hit by the laser, but I want to be able to hit the crystal. No, it didn't work. See, that's kind of a problem with this weapon. Like, big damage is pretty good for the crystals, but if you don't crit, it's useless. It shoots very slow. Ooh, sit down, take her. Shoots very slow, and you know, if you have damage drop off, it's kind of a big deal. But when you do hit, look at that casual 2.5 million damage. It's kind of insane. Thank you, teammates. There's another crystal. Woo, okay, 1.3 million. We're losing a lot of damage on the crystal versus the actual enemies, but still a respectable amount. Fun little tip, by the way, if you guys didn't know. Xenon Bow, really good in the Storm King fight. I kind of prefer the Storm King's Wrath just for like the raw damage, but the Xenon Bow can do enough to break the crystals, and from anywhere. It's kind of my favorite weapon for breaking crystals now. I'm still team... Ooh, is that really not a crit? I'm still team Storm King's Wrath, but it's an option that might be more for... Did it really leave it at 1 HP? Okay, all right, we got it, we got it. All right, got another mini boss coming towards me. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Want to hit those headshots just to maybe do some extra amounts, but 2 million is... Yeah, not really cutting it. Let's do this. Follow up with the call out. Man, does it really take 2 crits to knock out a crystal? That is kind of bad. You know, like the Jack's Revenge, MSK, not expected to be a new best weapon or anything, but oh man, I was hoping it would crit for a lot more on the crystals. I was honestly hoping / expecting that it would one-hit the crystals every time, but wow, without a wafer, I am struggling. I have crit rating on this, by the way. I think it happens sometimes. Yeah, there we go. He's down, he's down. And at this point, this is going to be just like a normal fight. I'm going to be building up just like normal, following Archer. See, sometimes it's best to just follow a teammate. Like if he's already building, I'm not going to be able to run ahead and do better than him. Fun fact, I actually have totally rocking out, so might as well take advantage of that. Like, this weapon does have double crit damage on it. And even though I don't have any melee support heroes, I kind of forgot about that. But considering I have a team with loadouts that are specifically designed for MSK, I didn't think it'd be too big of a problem. So I've only got 4 wafers left. I sort of have to ration these. I've already been trying to use them as little as possible, but we saw against that Smasher what can happen when you don't guarantee your crits. But this is why I've never liked wafers in these fights. I feel like it's just super inconsistent how many you get, and then even if you do get them, you don't get enough to really rely on a totally rocking out build. I know some people like to use the wafers when you're up at the horn, and you're not up at the horn nearly that often to make the wafers incredibly important to your journey, but it can still impact things if you're getting very unlucky. Oh, am I gonna survive? There we go. All right, somebody got the mini boss. The team is strong. I'm loving it. Oh, and I'm dead. All right, I'm alive. We're back in the fight. I don't think you can headshot the MSK. Does he have a headshot multiplier? I would not have thought so. Crystal's down. No, didn't even see it. Yeah, that would be kind of cool to see how a headshot weapon does, but you guys can see I'm holding on to the plasmatic discharger because I'm not really very confident in the Jax Revenge's ability to take out the MSK final phase. I think that's a reasonable concern because it's not that much. And I just wasted an entire wafer on a crystal that had like no health remaining. That's really disappointing. Can we get an F in chat, please? Oh man, another non-crit. Please, there we go. 2.5 million. Take those gunners out. Trying not to get killed by them. Ah! No!
Mini boss.
Mini boss? Alright, where? It's so hard to stay alive in the Storm King fight. Did everybody know that the Storm King fight was kind of tough? Especially when you don't crit. Why am I getting so unlucky? Why do I crit against a blaster and not the crystal, the thing I'm trying to shoot at? I'm saving the wafer for the end phase. I want to see Discharger totally rocking out boosted. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm interested in. Maybe I should be shooting these lower level targets where I don't need to crit. Is that on the back? Oh man. He rotated in a way that I didn't expect. Oh, there we go. We broke it. We broke it.
Next is last crystal.
All right.
We even make it.
I was not counting. So, thank you. All right, last crystal. All right, no crit. Reloading slowly. There we go. There's a crit. Somebody knock it out. Knock it out. All right, I'll do it. There we go. He's down. He's down. No teammates are dead. That's good. Building blocker mini boss is not good. Gonna be able to get up to the horn super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yep, I wasn't sure if that was a safe area to build. All right, and I'm up here, just waiting for my team. So let's see. I'm not even gonna try Jax Revenge. Jax Revenge end phase is gonna be really, really low damage. I'm not confident it's gonna do anything, but I will pop a wafer and shoot a discharger. Let's see. I'm.
It's never not funny.
I love the Discharger so much. If you guys want to see more Discharger madness, I ran the MSK with it like 3 or 4 times. It kept getting updated. You know, first it had no perks, and then we realized it broke the horn, and then it did have perks, and then they nerfed it, but then kind of buffed it versus like Mist monsters. I don't know, man. It's always fun to run the Discharger. I know this is like a Jax Revenge video, but come on, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there. We're only gonna run it once. I think we saw what we needed to see. Jax Revenge and MSK is fun. It does some big damage, but it's heavily reliant on crits, and it's a very slow-firing weapon in that. So I'm not exactly signing off on it as a good weapon, but I think we all kind of expected that either way. Xenombo, you should guys try it out. It's kind of a good pick. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see how to beat Storm King for real, I'll maybe put it as an end card or something here in a second. And goodbye. Subscribe. There's a link down below. I'll see you later. Go get some ice cream. And then